Perfect Shy Yeti.
How are you? Hope you're fine. This is the Shy Yeti Show.
Okay, away you go.
Why have I got horns?
Oh no.
Oh, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Oh, there's going to be some drama ahead.
All I wanted was a pie, and then I hatched out of an egg.
Okay, bring the mic over. He's ready to record.
Is it metaphorical? Is it deep? Is it deep?
Boy, he's not all that shy as right.
Blimey, Governor, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, Paul.
Quack, quack, quack.
I dare how he does it.
Excellent.
704.
Bonjour et bienvenue au podcast The Shy Life.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Shy Life Podcast with me, Paul the Shy Yeti. How are you doing? I'm all right. So, what's this episode going to be about? Well, it's actually, you will probably remember we did a Chatterbox episode right at the beginning of the year. And in that episode, we all got gifts. We had quite a lot of gifts one way or another. We had gifts from Italy, but these were different gifts. These were gifts that I gave to the sort of my co-hosts in the Chatterbox episode. But then I got a present as well, and I still don't know where it came from. Anyway, the present was a robot teddy bear called Scraffy. And so I thought I would introduce you to him again because it was all quite rushed last time. And I want to introduce him to some of the regulars as well who haven't met him. But okay, let's run that theme music. When we come back, you'll get to meet Scraffy again, but in a little bit more detail. All right, run that theme music.
Darling, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Yes, but it's a positive thing, though. The highlights, the Shy Life.
I'll go anywhere for a potato.
Delicious.
Hello, campers. How are you?
Oh,
Go Shy Yeti.
Oh, I hope he hasn't found out my secret. Do you think he has?
I love the Yeti test. It's my favorite thing.
If you thought that was bad, just listen to this.
Yeah, I'm strangely drawn to Yeti Uncle John's ankles as well.
I could eat my body weight in crisps.
Has anyone seen my hot sausage?
It's all gooey and meaty and yum, 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 yum.
I don't think I'm ready to speak about it.
Here comes the grizzly.
Hi there.
It's the Shy Life Podcast.
I can't wait for it to begin.
I like that. Yeah.
Marvelous, Paul.
Oh dear, I can't believe that old bag is still around.
Hello, Paul. How are you doing? I'm fine. I've got Scraffy here. Oh, yes. How nice. Hello, Scraffy. How are you?
Hello, committee. I'm okay. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you. Yes. I hear you're going to meet some of Paul's friends today.
I am excited. If Paul likes them, then I like them too.
No, he's a good friend to you. I think so, yes. But comedy, don't think that Scraffy is replacing Cuthbert. Cuthbert was my first robot, and you know, Cuthbert is much more functional robot. He's not really a cuddly robot. I mean, you must admit that. Oh yes, I do see that. Yes, no, Scraffy provides a completely different sort of area of comfort, like one of those protection animals things, you know. Oh yes, I know what you mean. I can't remember what you call them, but yes. Have you worked out who sent it to you? I haven't. Nobody stepped forward. I mean, you're sure it's not one of you lot? No, Paul. We spent quite enough on your tickets to Vegas, so no, I'm afraid not. Good point. Yeah, I bet Scraffy would have liked to have come to Vegas. Scraffy, would you like to have come to Vegas?
If you would be there, then I would like to be there too.
Oh, very sweet. Here comes Yeti Uncle John. Oh, yeah. Hello, Yeti Uncle John. Are you here to pick Paul up? Yes. Don't understand what's going on. You're taking him around to some of the others so they can meet Scraffy. What, that robot thing? Yes, don't call it a robot thing. Oh, I don't know why. Why would they want to meet a robot teddy bear? Well, because he's not just a robot teddy bear. He has some sort of sentience. You think? Well, he's not just a thing. He's intelligent. He knows who people are. Oh, only because you programmed him. Well, I didn't program him. We still don't know where he came from. Please, can you not talk about Scraffy? He can hear everything you're saying. I've got him a little jacket, a little hat, and I need to put him in it. Are you kidding me, Paul? No, I just went down to Kapow, clothes store and bought him some little jackets, and I guess they're for babies, but he's the right size. Oh, Paul, you're ridiculous. No, I want Scraffy to look nice. Where did I put these blooming coat and things? Paul, I think I know. Where you put it. Come with me, quick. Yeah, don't keep me waiting. I've got other jobs to do today. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, strange-looking object. Hello, strange-looking object. Oh dear. He's not even speaking. I don't. Hello. Shall I poke you? Poke.
Hello, Yeti Uncle John. Don't poke me.
Oh, I didn't even know you were awake. I thought you were sleeping. How are you? You gone rusty yet?
I'm not fine because you dislike me without a reason.
I don't dislike you. I just think everyone's, everyone's taking this far too seriously. I mean, you're just a toy and everyone's acting like you're some sort of person. I think it's ridiculous. I mean, you must see what I mean. I mean, I know you are the thing, but oh dear.
I'm not a toy. I'm here to guard and protect Shy Yeti.
Oh, well, he doesn't need protecting. I mean, I'm here to do that. We all look after him. You needn't bother yourself. I mean, what are you going to do? You're tiny. You're a little small teddy bear. How can you guard him? How can you protect him? Do you have a weapon?
Yes, I have. Wanna try it?
Oh, blimey! It's concealed in your ears. How peculiar. Guys, what is it, Yeti Uncle John? Have you seen this Scraffy thing? He's got like guns in his ears. What are you talking about, Yeti Uncle John? Don't be ridiculous. Just look at its ears. Oh, well, I could have. Will you leave his ears alone, Yeti Uncle John? I was just talking to him, and I just pointed out to him that it doesn't really work with him guarding you because he's such a small teddy bear. And he said he's got weapons in his ears. Well, he didn't say he got them in his ears, but his ears went back and some sort of ray gun came out. Yeti Uncle John, are you okay to drive? Have you been drinking? Have you been on the fizzy water again?
I think he is drunk.
I am not drunk. Look, are you ready to go? Yes, we've found the coat and stuff. Come on, let's get him into it, Cromitty. Oh, yes, he's so cute. Oh, dear. I'll go and start the car up. I swear to you, why do I even bother? Oh, dear. Oh, Scraffy, you look so cute in your little coat. Oh, doesn't he look cute, Cromitty? Oh, he does look cute. Those little fates. I just want to squish it. Scraffy, you look very handsome.
Thank you very much.
He does. You're right, Cromitty. So where are we going first? I think we're going to see Tallulah, Martin, and Reginald at the music school. Oh, that's nice. I think Tallulah would love Scraffy. Yeah, I think they all will. How could you not love Scraffy? Just the cutest bear in the world. Aren't you just the cutest bear in the world, Scraffy? Hmm?
Maybe, if you think so.
Oh, well, I mean, I do. He's so modest. Isn't he modest? He is quite modest. Come on, Paul, let's go to the car. Yes, we ought to go to the car. Listeners, I I think this is a good time for you to listen to something else. I'm not sure what, but yeah. Let you just have a listen, and when we come back, we'll be at Tallulah's house. Okay. Come on, Cromitty. You take one paw and I'll take the other. Walk him out to the car. Oh, yes, come on then. Come on, Scraffy. Oh, so cute.
So listeners, we're back with the 1990 diary, and I'm here with Nick. Hi Nick.
Hi.
You've got your 1990 diary.
I have.
So we're going to...
Open at the same day?
Yeah, we're going to record, well, we'll just see how much we record. So my entry is a little bit longer, but anyway, I'll just do mine first and then Nick will do his. So we're starting on Monday, March the 5th, 1990. I swear. I say, gosh, shit, I'm angry. Am I bloody well, what's that word? It's like, just like Finn, but I don't think that is. Maybe I mean, well, angry. Poor your language. I've just spent hours on my latest episode of Bloody Searching. I think it's not called Bloody Searching, it's called Searching. It's a book I was writing, and it was pretty damn near a classic, modest. 1,491 words or such doodle pip. And I can't believe it. It just says it just rubbed. I mean erased. Plain and simple, and I'm so annoyed. I don't know the future for it anymore. It's a big blow after so much work. Don't think I can face starting it again. I may just have to start from scratch, although I'm not so keen where that's concerned, because searching has much promise. Perhaps I'll learn not to trust computers now. I don't know whether I want to do something new or what. Let you know. School was as usual, and afterwards I did some shopping, had a McDonald's with Mum and Graham, and then bought a jumper at C&A's. Paper for searching, and then home. Legs killing me as I run home, well, to Mrs. Brin's for the Writer's Circle. This week, what? Don't quite know. I start reading these as sentences and find that they're not supposed to be part of the same sentence, so apologies. I tried to call her but got no reply, no post. I called Nick, and hopefully we can go to Heather's on April the 19th. I'm going to Miss Linda's this time too. It seems due to holidays. All in all, it's been a pretty foul day since I got home, and I'm about to scream, I think. Ah!
And you did.
Was your day any better, Nick?
It was a little less sort of. Yeah, as I say, I'm nondescript about the day in total, but yes. Happy birthday, Keith! By the way, it was Keith's birthday. Odd dream about post. Quite, because when I mentioned dreams, because it's years and years since, long since forgotten what that was all about. But I was getting a lot of post. I was getting the Blake Sevens in the post at the time, so I was probably rather obsessed with post. Weather dull, slightly cold but dry. Richard in charge, much to the relief of all. Work at duties unhindered. Richard was his name is Richard Burton, funnily enough. He was the assistant manager.
I know
nice
Richard
guy.
Burton, who does podcasting in America. I think there might be some other Richard Burton, but I'm not sure.
He actually married and later divorced a childhood sweetheart of mine, but who sadly died of deep vein thrombosis. But that was beside the point. He was a nice guy to have around. He always treated you with intelligence, and he was good. Jan, however, is bored and disillusioned. She plans to move out soon. Now, if I remember rightly, I think Jan was a brummie I was working with at the time, with a long sort of what long sort of bored rabbit-like face, who was always talking about going to Broom, and she's really bored, and she was pretty miserable all the time. We got on quite well, but she really wasn't very happy in Salisbury. Get Fran gear and Keith Nosh at lunchtime. Fran being Fran Ward, who used to do my Blake 7 copies. So obviously I was still getting. I'm probably getting some tapes for it to send to her and getting the last of the Blake 7s. And Keith Nosh, because he came around once a week, usually on a Wednesday, and we used to sort of watch things and talk. Smiths and drinks dealt with. That would have been the food delivery at work. Doors replaced at the front. Don't know what happened to the doors. Home and pool phones. Pool phone. That would have been us working that out. What you were saying.
Yeah.
Walk home with Graham. I think. Yeah, walk home and go. I've suddenly skipped back to walking home. I've got home and I've suddenly skipped back to walking home. Graham, that would have been Graham Bleefman, the artist, the Thunderbirds and things. Studio theatre, as rehearsal run, detail music with John Sweeney. Progress. I was doing the sound for the Glass Menagerie at the time, directed by quite a radical chap called John Sweeney, who was very interesting, but a little naughty. So that was my 5th of March. As I say, I seem to have a better day than your good self, but I would be muchly frustrated too if one of my projects had gone down.
And I note here, I missed a bit off the top. I wrote to Lee, JG's birth, maybe that's Jeanette's birthday. She was a friend of mine, pen friend who liked Land of the Giants. Yeah. And Land of the Giants started to repeat around this time. Yeah. So I only really knew her when I was interested in Land of the Giants, really. Met her to talk a bit more to. I wrote the Monday entry on at 10:05 p.m, or at least I started it. So the next day, Tuesday, 6th of March, Quantum Leap was on. Quantum Leap was quite new back then. Something about the TV repairman coming. I wrote the diary entry at 9:14. My dad was supposed to collect some photos I'd taken, but he forgot. Anyway, the actual entry. Today I skived school, apparently, and I'm bloody well glad I did.
I did. Well, I knew you'd skive school because you used to skive our school with me.
I'll admit this to you. It's the first time, probably too. Though I must say I don't feel 100%, but when you do, when do you ever feel 100%? Never. If I hadn't been off searching, would be dead, and I'd feel terrible, as I did this time last night. A sacrifice worth making, I think. I finished Lee's letter and got it posted, but wrote no more letters today, and what's worst, didn't receive any either. 3rd day running, 4th if you count Sunday. Well, I got the 3rd episode of Searching done. You were so addicted to getting letters in there. I was so addicted to getting letters. So if you didn't get letters, you felt really...
Those were the days. It meant a lot to me as well.
I got the 3rd episode of Searching done as far as I remember it. In fact, obviously more than I remember, as it came out as 4 pages instead of 3. And I planned a new middle episode between this and the one called Keepsake, where Dan falls into a coma.
That's interesting. You had a keepsake even then. You used that title again.
Yeah. An episode between this and the one called Keepsake, where Dan falls into a coma. All sad, like this day's been a new birth to the story, whereas otherwise it would have died a dismal death on the 5th of March. 'Tis not to be. Hey, at least not this time. I watched a lot of telly whilst ill, I put in brackets, and I'm now watching Quantum Leap. It's pretty good. That's about all tonight, I think, except to say it's good to be writing again. Oh, book-wise, I finished Scorpio and am now reading Chase by Dinar Koontz, which seems pretty good. Bye for now. I had also had phone calls from Andrew D and Andrew R. I think Lee got me into Dinar Koontz. I still sometimes read books by him. It's sort of like a Stephen King, but I'd say not quite as well regarded as Stephen King. So Searching, I think possibly Searching might be one of the few major things I wrote that may not exist in any form anymore. I'm not sure. I mean, I could well find there is a printed copy, but it was on that old computer that I eventually had in Birmingham when I went to university, and eventually it died a death. And my poems, a lot of my early poems from the early 90s were on there, and
we did find some of your monologues.
Searching was a novel. It was about a sort of a spirit in a jar. I can't remember much more than that. I wouldn't have transposed it off the computer if it's not printed. Then I wouldn't have transposed it off the computer, because it would have been like a whole novel length, or at least a novelette. I don't really know how it would have compared if printed now. The poems I did transpose, or the ones I liked, I transposed before I got rid of that computer. Although I later found copies of the poems from the time, both handwritten and printed, so I needn't have done that, but I didn't know that. But how was your day?
My day, well, it says I had a nice letter from Sandra. I can't think for the life of me who Sandra was. I think she must have been one of my pen friends. Or maybe somebody I worked with, I can't remember. Fran delivers the latest batch in time for Keith's visit. I think that I was kind of lining it up with, I wanted to show Keith the latest Blake Sevens that I've got. Watched first half of Volcano before work. Another slowish day, but no Roz. Roz, that's the... recognise that name. Ros Stone, the late Ros Stone. She, lovely, sparky girl that I worked with at the time. She would have only been about 17 at the time, but she was born same year as you, so she would have been pretty well. I think she would have just been fresh out of school. Mr. Minty visits. Mr. Minty was my boss in the late, about 86, 87, over at Castle Street. Very short man, sort of like George Burns reimagined as Wurzel Gummidge. He used to be a pig farmer, and then I worked with him for a while, but he was... I mean, he got by here, he had got better, but he was... I didn't enjoy working with him. He's irascible, so he's dead now, bless him, but... Mr. Minty visits Richard and suggests I take part in the Good Friday pageant. Now, I'm not quite sure I got the word. A Good Friday pageant would seem to me a contradiction in term, because the Good Friday part of it would be religious, and the pageant would be a pagan thing. So I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure if I got my terminology there right there. I think do Till and Mags. That's magazines. Sue plays Pennies from Heaven LP. Now Sue, that would be Sue. Oh, so London Sue. Instead of I'm stuck you, mate. Bloody hell, very outspoken Londoner. Sue. I forget her, but she was quite a memorable person to work with. Interesting, we had the LP from Pennies from Heaven, considering that came out in 1978, and this was like 12 years later. Home, Have Supper, EastEnders, then a weary but entertained Keith. I think it was probably weary. We spent the evening together, talked girl problems, and watched Volcano and Dawn of the Gods. All good. And children,
Blake Seven,
and children are basically. We used to get 3 Blake Sevens on either 3 or 4 Blake Sevens on a tape. I sent them to Fran, who would send them to me. I think she was friends with my friend Jonathan Hannum, who was getting lots of Who's at the time with us. And I was starting to get the Blakes that maybe hadn't been repeated. So they weren't as good quality because they weren't from the repeats. But obviously all 3 of those I would have seen when they were first televised. So I was watching them literally for the first time in 10 years. We would have sat and watched that as one of our evenings in. So that was my 6.
So Wednesday 7th of March, they showed the episode of Invaders called Genesis, which I think is from the first season. I wrote my entry at 9:29, or began it. Hello, hello, off school today, really ill, I think. Did another episode of Searching, and hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to get off of the soppy stuff and onto the main plot. 24 episodes, I've decided, between 1 and 5 pages per episode, but must even out at 3. What? Today's episode was the coma one, sob, that I got up when the postie came, but didn't get anything too special. As I write, I am watching Get Smart, which I videoed whilst watching Invaders More later. I heard from John, I don't know if that's John H, and Mark Rawl, and Mark R, and read most of Chase. I'll have to find a new book to read tomorrow. Where was I? Oh yes, so didn't do too much today. And thankfully the TV repairmen came. Otherwise the picture would have been terrible for the Invaders. Which it wasn't afterwards. Pardon. By the way, the Invaders was brilliant this week. Must make audio copies for next weekend's paper round. Nick rang. We're meeting on Friday. I rang Paul about the Writer's Circle. Also Lee, and we chatted for a while after 2 attempts due to bad lines. Andy hasn't sent the parcel, which is a big pain. He says it'll arrive by the weekend. Tomorrow I can be lazy except for the rest of the paper round. Ho hum. I don't know, because I think in one of my... Oh no, actually that's probably a while back, but Andy was always sending tapes and I was sending tape. Well, Andy was always sending parcels and I was sending parcels to him, whether it be videotapes or... But he was also going to get me this sci-fi encyclopedia.
That was around that time, wasn't it?
I sent him money and I was like, I hope he don't run off with it. Like he's going to run off with £15. Yeah, how was your Wednesday?
My Wednesday, no post. I felt guilty these last few days. I've had some post, and you
you're getting on
sorry
my
about
post.
that. No post. Don't feel quite as tired today, despite not as tired too late. I think that should be today, but despite a late night. Richard has repaired the front till gate, broken since 1987 by Kevin. That was, in those days, the till was, the pull point was right at the front of the shop. They later moved it halfway down. And there's this little gate that you can close, and so it's been sat there for 3 years with nobody, not repaired.
The weird thing is, I can sort of remember both versions, but it's almost like they're overlaid.
Yeah.
I can sort of picture them in both places at the same time.
Nice to have it back. We're always nostalgic about that. Those very early years at Four Boys. Lunchtime, we fill in new versions of our application forms. Interesting. Mine's old and needs updating. I'm not quite sure what I mean by that.
You mean CV or something? Or
probably not, because I wasn't actually looking for another job at that point, unbelievably. I think maybe application. Maybe we had to. Did we have to reapply for our jobs? That would have worried me a little bit. Maybe it's a sort of I think probably maybe I mean staff thing, staff reports, engineering manager there. Loads of mags to book in. Joe visits and we have a jolly life after chat. I think that is when he told me that Danny was leaving. Danny,
the character,
Danny Simpson, the character. He'd been in it since 1982. He was very much Joe's character, and for the 1990 season, I remember him coming into Four Boys and saying, I'm writing him out. I've gone as far as I can with him, and that would have been. I then decided to do a couple of stories which were very Danny orientated. So Andrew Candice joins us. Home meal, then studio theatre, sound run, tryout, quite good. So quite a busy social time, and so sounds like it was a important meeting as far as the ME goes.
Thursday 8th of March, beginning with entry at 9:10 p.m. Hello, not the best of days today. I'm not having a good week. Hello, not the best of days today, dear diary. I'll explain why later. In fact, why not get it over and done with now? I think someone doesn't want me to finish searching. I got to the end of episode 5, but by the time I came to correct it this evening, the bloody computer had packed in, just typical. So the facts come down to my theory. 1, episode 3 mysteriously wiped. 2, while I was continuing the thing, I accidentally wiped episode 4 of Nigel Walmsley, that was square one, although I've still got a copy somewhere. 3, at 5 o'clock the computer packs in. Whether we'll see any of these stories again, Sod only knows. I wonder if it's anything to do with the number pattern. I don't know what I mean by that. Well, today, other than typing, I finished my paper round and replied to Jeanette, never mind. Don't know why I say never mind. Where was I? I watched a lot of telly.
Got a reply from you now. Never mind.
Well, I mean, I think, I don't know that we had a great deal in common, other than Land of the Giants. She was a fan from back in the 70s or the late 60s. I don't know if there was a fan club or what was going on, but she was probably keen to kind of get as many new fans to kind of be new fans. So where was I? I watched them. So I actually written that. Where was I? I watched a lot of telly, soaps. I watched a lot of telly, soaps, 4 in all, Sons and Daughters, Home and Away, Neighbours and EastEnders. I got bloody mucky. Lots of bloodies, Paul.
I got bloody mucky.
Got bloody mucky. I don't know what I did to get bloody mucky. And had a bath. Watching Comic Strip with Kate Bush now. Load of rubbish too. French and Saunders next week, I hope. Better be. Yeah, I remember this series of the Comic Strip Presents. There was one which was a spoof of the GLC, done like it was Dynasty, and Kate Bush did the theme tune for that. But then I think in the same season she actually appeared acting in one of the episodes. No phone calls today. Did recordings of Invaders episodes on audio. Argued over a silly problem. And aren't I glad I'm going back to school tomorrow? Yes. All right, your Thursday.
My Thursday goes thus. British Telecom thingy in the post. Quite what that is, I don't know. British Telecom sent me their thingy.
Blimey.
Why I'd be interested in their thingy, I don't know.
Who knows?
Don't get dressed until near midday. What a slob.
Thursday was your day off.
Yes, it was, yeah.
You didn't turn up at work.
Oh shit, I'm due to go to work. I was like, no! Mum gets journal. This is... Oh, that wasn't a very exciting thing to impart, was it?
The journal being the local newspaper, weekly newspaper.
Journal there. This is the day I vowed to finish part 2 of Hunger for Poison. I put Hunger, but that's Hunger for Poison. It's a Magnet edited story from 1986 I was adapting for the Doctor Who the Grand Order. I was writing it into a Sylvester McCoy story. The Grand Order, by typing it out, and indeed that's what I do. I think I'm a little bit more determined by now to actually get writing finished. Oven Door, DWM, Claire at Sainsbury's, money at work. Those were the days I was paid in cash. I used to go into work and get paid in cash. Weekly. Oh, I miss those days. A tape for Lisa in town. That would be Lisa Wardle, not Lisa Parker. She came a lot later. DW, I would have got the latest DWM. Oven Door is where the the sort of coffee bar. I was worked next door. Claire at Sainsbury's. That would have been Claire. Oh, Claire at Sainsbury's. No, maybe that wasn't Claire I was thinking of. There was a Claire around the corner there. Lisa in town. Home. See Dawn of the Gods properly. So I probably, during the watching of Dawn of the Gods on the other day, I would have been chatting to Keith and not paying full attention. So I put do Geo tapes. That would be the Grand Order. Quite what I was doing them on tape, I don't know. Maybe I was doing some audio messages to them. Have bonfire to clear rubbish. Rubbish is followed by East End. It looks like Easters, and then the Enders is underneath. So the EastEnders, Mandragora 1 to 3. So yeah, that was it. So.
Listeners, here we are at Luda's house, and they've all met him. And what do you think, guys? Oh, well, I think he's very cute. You're very cute, aren't you, Scraffy? I'm your Uncle Reginald.
Thank you, Uncle Reginald.
And what do you think, Martin?
It's very, very nice. Yes. You're very nice, Scraffy. I'm your Uncle Martin.
You are very nice too, Uncle Martin.
And What do you think, Tallulah?
Oh my gosh, he's so cute. He's even more cute than Martin. Mum, stop it, you're making me embarrassed now.
Oh dear.
No, but he is. Oh, he's so... Hello, Scraffy. I don't suppose you can eat cake, can you?
Unfortunately, I can't, but I like your music.
Oh, thank you, my darling. Oh, I guess there's more cake for us boys. But,
Oh, yes.
Good.
Oh, yes. Well, more cake is always good. Yes. More cake is great. Shouldn't we ask Yeti Uncle John? Isn't he still in the car? Well, he is still in the car, yes. He doesn't seem to get on very well with Scraffy. He's very... I don't know. I think he just thinks it's going to take attention from him or something.
I think he's jealous.
Oh no, I couldn't be jealous of Scraffy. Scraffy is gorgeous. Oh, you lovely bear, you.
And, you don't know who sent you this gift? Well, no, it's not Gianluca, I'm sure. He's really sent things, and, well, I don't know. I mean, one of the listeners, I suppose.
I'm going to go and ask Yeti Uncle John if he wants to come in for cake.
If you must do, Martin, I should just let him stay out there and sulk.
I can't do that. Oh, darling, go and ask him. I'll go and put the kettle on. Wait, it doesn't feel right. I can't give Scraffy any tea or any biscuits. Oh, dear. Oh, they're so cute. You do Scraffy. Oh, tickle.
You can give me a hug.
Oh, yes, what a great idea. Big hugs. Oh, squeeze.
The good thing, Tallulah, is that Scraffy he can take as many hugs as we can give him. He never has too many.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeti Uncle John, are you asleep?
What? Sorry. What? Oh, Martin, I was dreaming. Our world was taken over by robot teddy bears. It was awful. Oh, dear.
Oh, look. What's this problem? I mean, what have you got against this bear?
Oh, I've not got anything against the bear as such. Well, actually, yes. Well, I don't think it's as good as it appears to be. You know, not as nice.
Well, it seems very nice when I've spoken to it.
Well, I was by myself with it, and maybe I wasn't exactly polite to it, but it wasn't polite back to me either. I don't think it's as innocent as it appears.
Oh, well. Well, are you going to come in for some cake and tea?
No, I don't think I will.
Get Uncle John. Are you ill?
No, I'm not ill. I've just got things to do. You got to tell them to hurry up, please.
All right, if you're sure.
I mean, I could take a piece of cake home with me if you wanted to wrap it up in a tissue for me.
Yes, Uncle John. Do you have your flask?
I do have the flask. It's empty.
Well, give it to me. I'll fill it up for you.
Oh, thanks, Martin. You're a treasure. Tallulah, Reginald, Cromitty, look. Scraffy's going to do. He's going to do a handstand, aren't you? Go on. Show everybody what you can do. There. Look, he's doing it. And he can count to 10 when he's upside down, can't you? Go on, Scraffy.
In which language?
Oh, yes, of course. Which language would you like? What about Polish? Well, I suppose so. Scraffy, count to 10 in Polish whilst you're upside down.
Jeden, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć, sześć, siedem, osiem, dziewięć, 10.
Oh, he's so clever. I mean, I presume that's right.
Well, yes. I mean, perhaps we shouldn't have asked him to do it in a language we don't actually know, but... oh, dear. No, I know a bit of Polish, and that was right. Oh, here comes Martin. Where's Yeti Uncle John?
He's staying in the car. He wants you to hurry up.
Oh, does he? What's wrong with that boy? Oh, well, jealousy is a difficult thing. Yes, it is. Oh, dear.
I'm going to wrap him up a piece of cake and do him a flask. Don't rush. Have your tea and your cake and things.
We will. Although we do have to go over to Bettina's.
So Scraffy's going to meet Bettina?
That's right. Well, I mean, Bettina and August. That's pretty much the only people that we can deliver him to today. Charlie Gurr's not in town. And, I mean, Ozzy should be around somewhere, I suppose. But I think Ozzy's busy delivering things today. Yes, probably. Listeners, whilst we finish our tea, why don't you listen to something else? Why don't you listen to something, and when we come back, we'll be at Bettina's. And Scraffy is going to be practicing a few more tricks. I'm sorry, it's not, his trick was not the most audio-friendly. That's why I got him doing the counting to 10 thing. But, but believe me, really good. Hands down, then. Very good, very good. Anyway, you listen to this, and when we come back, we'll be at Bettina's.
Oh, thank you for dropping in, listeners.
Oh, yes, always good to see you here. Always good not to, we don't actually see you, but anyway, thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you, listeners.
Oh, yes. We always appreciate the listeners. Don't we, Scraffy?
Yes, thank you, listeners.
Yes. Scraffy loves the listeners, don't you, Scraffy? We love the listeners.
I love everything and everyone you love.
Oh, yeah. Have a listen to the... Right, back in a moment or two.
Now the next day, Friday 9th of March, entry written at 9:43. Not mentioned in my diary because I didn't know this person then, but this is the day that Cromitty's ex and my friend Milo was born. When I found this diary, I did take a picture of this page and say, "Oh look, this is what I was doing the day you were born." Silence. Not interested. Okay. Hopefully
in response he went, wah,
hopefully the listeners will find there's more of interest. I went to the Writers' Circle that day, but this day anyway. Hello, how are you? Today has been so-so. School was as usual. I've got here, DT wasn't bad and I did quite well in the end. Now, DT has come up...
Design and technology?
Well, we used to call it CDT, Craft Design and Technology. That's what I wondered, but I don't know why I'm calling it DT because I would have called it CDT. So, but I can't think what else the DT would. I never say. It comes up in my diary a number of times. I never actually give any hint as to what it is. I began to wonder whether it was a euphemism for something, but I don't think. They could put a completely different light on it if it was. And why was I doing it at school? Anyway, after school I went to town. After school I went. Well, I went to town. I went into town and got a tape from Nick and a blank tape. Plenty to watch on telly this week. I'm not going out this weekend for a start. Also, some more goodies came my way. More about that later. First, I saw Andrew M on the bus going my way. Fun, eh? This is a guy who used to live in my village and then moved away. In my memory, I can only remember meeting him maybe once. Or like seeing him once after he moved, and I seem to be in my diary in 1990. I seem to see him without ever intending to or ready to meet him. I see him quite a lot. Didn't speak to him as he was at the other end of the vehicle. Too good to talk to me, no doubt. When home, there was some nice posts waiting. A postcard from Kez and a letter from Patrick, who was my American pen friend. Well, Kez was my Australian pen friend. But best of all, from Andy, the Sapphire and Steel tape, plus fantastic telly book at last. I can't help but mention at last. Not such a bitch.
No, I think we both are. I mean, I'm a bit short with people in this as well.
He wouldn't be in person, but in our diaries. Well, Writer's Circle tonight. That wasn't too bad. Dad dropped me at Paul H's, and he walked down with me to Ladywell in the Close. That's where the Writer's Circle was. And usually Paul would have come to the adult one, but he said he left at 8:30 but did not read. The meeting consisted of a ballad that might have been written by Mr. Say. I'm not sure. He tended to write long ballads. Miss Amy's quaint recollections.
But this Amy, I forgot she was part of that. She's a puffing like little old lady that went to my church, the same as Nurse.
Yeah, she was really nice.
Formidable.
The weird thing about hers, when I went to what's it called? Alderney, Channel Islands. Probably one of the most obscure places to bump into somebody. I think my parents often say, "Oh, do you remember the time we bumped into somebody from our village in the Costa del Sol?" As being a very strange coincidence. I guess it was, but I guess the Costa del Sol is a more popular venue or destination. Whereas Alderney is quite an obscure Channel Island. And I remember walking down the town with my parents, and then Miss Amy popped up, and she wasn't exactly young at that point, so you wouldn't necessarily expect her to be going to an obscure Channel Island, because it wasn't the most.
She was the formidable one that had sat in the same seat in church for years and years and years, and woe betide anyone that tried to sit in her seat. But she was over. I think, if I'm right, remember right, she was over 100 when she died.
Yeah, she did some quaint recollections, and there was a weird Adam and Eve-like tale and a religious thing. I read the 24th episode of Nigel, Recall, and Never Trust a Computer, which I wrote today. Still no news on the computer, I'm afraid. I returned home, and I'm now watching Campion and Fine Laurie. Phone calls tonight. Andy, Nick, bye for now.
Andy, Nick, bye for now. Meanwhile, Andrew Reid sends a hysterical RPS3 article. At the time I was assembling my Doctor Who tape scene Ray Shift issue 3, and that was the one he did about the Dalek death ray ice lolly, and he was just he was going OGT about all the sort of little details. Of it. It's typical Andrew Reid. Everybody at work is enjoying Andrew's absence.
Different Andrew.
Andrew McNeely. He was my boss for about 10 years. We got on okay, but he could be a rather patronising. He was like a patronising older brother. Lots of humour, even from the usually solemn Jan. Poor Jan, I don't paint a pretty picture of it, do I? Lots of get through work smoothly, as Richard points out. Andrew's pestering is not necessary, which was very true. Swap tapes with Paul. Home phone Elaine, jolly little chat about health, RPS3, her visit and tapes. Lovely company as ever. I think I was smitten even at this point with her. Watch Mask for Sequel Cape Destroyer, which is of course Blake 7, and then Bath. I presume I actually got into the bath and just didn't just watch it.
Now, Saturday 10th of March, something about a Parents Association market stall which I didn't go to. So why am I thought, oh goody, why did I even mention it? I'm writing this one quite late, 11:10 p.m. Goodness. Yeah. I think I had a pen pal called Paul Chadwick. I mentioned this his birthday. I don't think he was a very long-standing pen pal, but some of the pen pals that I've named when I've been reading, I've been like, oh, I don't recognise that. I don't remember that one. So some of them I think are shorter standing ones. Hello, nothing major to tell today in the travelling sense. But as I never strayed from Cheltenham, there's still a lot of things going on. Let's begin with the birthday boy. I forgot to look ahead. I only remembered when glancing through today. I sent him a card dated about the 5th or 6th. Tut. I don't know if I'm pretending that I sent it late, but pretending I sent it early, and it just got delayed. I don't know if that's what I mean. Tut tut is becoming a habit. Post heard from Elaine and Ian Lindsley. I don't remember Ian Lindsley either. No phone calls today before you ask. No letters written either, and they're mounting up. Did paper round, ate, probably collected money from the paper round, bathed, We're all bathing these days. It was the in thing to do. Homework, to bit, mended bike, at least try to, damn puncture. Had a funny incident with the baker. Asked for 3 cakes. Asked for 3 cakes, but got 3 Cokes. Dad brought home videos, nothing special for me. No good.
Too Ronnie's sketch.
No good vids, know what I mean. Oh, no good vids, know what I mean.
No good with know what I mean.
Well, I must just think that my dad should have brought me naughty video. I don't think I was, but I played with Graham, and then Barnwells came over for a meal. So it sounds more like I wanted to play one game and he wanted to play another game, or just irritated me in the end. Don't know who the Barnwells are or the Barkwells, and I enjoyed that whilst taping up the latest Invaders box and watching Sapphire and Steel. Good, but a bit confusing. I don't know which one I was watching. Hence, I hadn't mentioned. I don't think I did. It's the apartment one from the same series as the first one I got. I've watched up to about episode 5 or 6. What with all the delays. Mr. Barnwell came over to check the computer. Oh, maybe that's why this guy came over.
Nobody gets invited to dinner in your house.
And it seems impossible to reach. Whilst meanwhile searching appears lost after so much inspiration. Is it dead? Invaders got 2.94 million, a little bit down. It's only ninth in the BBC Two ratings of that week. I may simply crack, I've put at the end. I think that happened a long time ago. What about your Saturday?
Saturday the 10th, no post. Nice, dry, warmish day. Do lots of lovely taping from the CD player, including Hits 10 with Sharon's help. That's Sharon Rickson, who I've worked with many years at Four Boys. They didn't. It seems a bit dodgy now, but they didn't mind how often you actually tape stuff off the record player at work, which is nice of them. A nice light-hearted feeling as Andrew is away. I do remember that he wasn't a bad guy, but he was just rather controlling and rather patronising. Danny turns up with Jewel Kinder tapes. Presumably that's Jewel the Blake 7 episode and Kinder the Doctor Who episode. And Jackie turns up for a nice chat. I think that's Jackie Cameron who played. But do you remember going to a party of hers in? Yeah. She was in Smile Again as the other woman. Lots of people around. It was nice taping. Oh right, I seem to have just spent the whole day at work taping things. Transfer it onto another tape at home. Parents go to Vicar's farewell. That would be John Townsend. Tapes Jewel and Avalon. I don't know whether I was taping it for somebody or just watching it. Tape Jingles of Teleport. Yeah, I used to tape off lots of music, but Dudley Simpson always used to do a little jingle, and I think as I was getting Blake, I was taping all the different variations of it.
So Sunday 11th of March, I began a new Land of the Giants tape as far as recording it. Did this entry at 8:49 p.m. Apparently today I saw the Blake 7 story Dawn of the Gods and thought it was brilliant. Hello, Paper Round begins. It's day 70 of the story. I have masses of posts to do, I expect. Never mind, I'm going to watch a Blake 7 episode in a few minutes. Dawn of the Gods. I've already given that away. After Paper Round, I bathed and cooked breakfast and then did homework. I finished watching the Sapphire and Steel video and saw Blake Volcano. Land of the Giants was quite good today, and also was Bergerac, which finished about 10 minutes ago. The Messenger Boy was the episode. John Nettle's a boy. About the best in the series this time. Ho hum. What else? I called Andrew Reid briefly. I also put ho hum with that. Dear, poor Andrew. I found another word processor. Flying around. I found another word processor and decided to write a new story. He'll know why it's not exactly inspirational. Hell knows why it's not exactly inspirational. It's called Above, Beneath and Beyond. and was inspired by an Invaders game I played with Graham. We visited the old place near the dairy where we used to play, a really haunting place. I think that's the location that appears in Time Shift. I think it's later that same year.
Yeah.
So sort of over the river into the woods. I don't remember anything about Above, Beyond, Beneath and Beyond, or whether it even exists still. A really haunting place. Haven't been there since the days of friends I had in the village years ago. I wouldn't go alone without Graham.
Oh.
The story is set
your
there.
baby brother protects you.
Yeah. The story is set there where something lives. The first episode is called The Storm. That's about it. Page waster. Sorry I didn't write so much. Time for Blake. Yeah, I kind of made spread that out a bit to make it fill the page. What about you?
11th of March, a day that is mostly calm and modestly spring-like. This is Sunday, of course. Go to St Martin's. This is bizarre, almost comical in its. Not a bad service. Trevor Shergold is dead. The boat boy has hiccups, and someone hangs what I think is a frame on my Thurible hook. I still use it Thurible to this day at church. Trevor Shergold was the dad of Terry Shergold, who was a friend of mine. I think they were a travelling family, and both his parents died. I think his mum was Terry Shergold's godmother, although you wouldn't think of it. Boat boy, we still had boat boys then, little children holding the boat, the incense boat. But not a bad service. Trevor Shergold was saying, that's not a bad result for it. That's a little callous. Home, lunch and breakdown, that's not me going, that's the Blake 7 episode breakdown. I'm watching a lot of Blake 7 at this time. 2 Tech at Ashley Road, that's the technical run for the Glass Menagerie. Very erratic as always, cold, hungry and bored. Charming. Emma Curtis has returned healthy. Emma Curtis, I think, there's a lady that worked on that. I was at school with her. I think she was a year above me. And later that year, in fact a couple of months later, she played my wife in the very, very first studio show I appeared in, which was the Heiress. So somewhere in the studio archives is a black and white professional photograph of her and me as husband and wife, as Arthur and whatever her name was, Townsend. It's Good Smike, that's St Martin's Young Communicator, so that's where I met Danny.
Yeah.
Good Smike, as Nick talks about and dramatises violent crime and deterrent. Nick Radford, I was running Smike at the time. Nick Radford, he was my friend, tended to be a bit disruptive and kind of stir up the younger ones. That sounds like it went okay. Yeah, actually, and we would do it at the school hall, the church hall where I had my wedding reception.
Yes. Yeah.
They planned party for 22nd of April. I don't think that ever happened because I would have remembered home and supper.
We're here now. It's Uncle John. I know we're here now. I don't like this attitude. Cromitty, will you? Yes. Do you have a word with Yeti Uncle John? Come on, Scrappy. We're going in to see Auntie Bettina now and Uncle August. You're going to love them. Make sure, just practice what I told you to say. What you're going to say to them when you see them?
I love you guys.
That's right. Come on now. Oh, ridiculous. Be quiet, Eddie Uncle John. You're being upsetting. You're making a scene. I'm not making a scene. You are making a scene. You were asked to come into the house at Tallulah. I mean, what is your problem with Scraffy? Are you jealous? I'm not jealous. What, of a clockwork, what's it? Bit of tin foil? It's not a clockwork bit of tin foil. You can clearly see he's far more advanced than that. Well, I just think that you're just accepting him into your little world far too easily. Getty Uncle John, that's just because you had an argument with him. As I've said, if you're nice to him, he's nice to you. If you're rude to him, don't expect him to ignore that. It's more than that, Paul. It's more than that. Oh, dear. I'm sorry, Paul. I don't want to upset you. Well, you have. Maybe just think about it. Whilst you're staying out in the car, I presume? Yes, I'm staying out in the car. I'll wait until you're ready to go back. I mean, oh, dear. Itty Uncle John.
Oh, darling. Oh, he's so cute. Scraffy. Hello. My name's Bettina, Auntie Bettina. How are you?
I'm happy because you are here and I'm a big fan of your movies.
Oh, darling, how wonderful. I can't believe that I'm even famous within the robot teddy bear community. Oh, it's just, my life just couldn't get any better. Oh, I think that you're a wonderful teddy bear. You should tell all your teddy bear friends about my films too.
I don't have other teddy bears friends, but Paul the Shy Yeti is my best friend.
Oh, well, how sad. Well, I suppose it must be very difficult in a job like yours to keep contact with old friends and, oh dear. Oh, August, I forgot you were sitting there. Am I in your way? Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm just painting little Scraffy. I want to do a nice portrait. Yeah, he's very cute.
He is very cute, isn't he? Yes. Scraffy, this is your Uncle August. He's going to paint a picture of you.
I'm very pleased. I was hoping you're going to paint me. Thank you very much.
Oh, he's fine. Oh, here comes Paul. Paul, how is your Uncle John? Oh, just the usual. He's sort of apologised for sulking. He can't explain exactly why. It just seems to have come down to the fact that because he was rude to Scraffy was slightly rude back to him. But I said to him, Scraffy is intelligent, and he responds. He meets love with love, or rudeness with rudeness. Oh yes, well, oh dear.
Darling, what's going on? You don't look happy, Paul.
Oh, I don't want to say anything too loud while Scraffy's in the room. But yes, Kitty Uncle John, I don't know. He had a bad reaction to Scraffy. I don't understand it. I guess he's just jealous that I'm getting attention. But he could be nice to Scraffy, but it's too much trouble for him.
Oh, darling, maybe I should go and have a word with him.
Well, maybe you should. Maybe he'd listen to you. Are you okay, Scraffy?
I'm okay because you are here now. I missed you, Shy Yeti.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, he is very cute, yes. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to have a word with Yeti Uncle John.
Is Douglas here? I haven't seen him.
Oh, no, darling, Douglas is out. Boo is over here. They're off out somewhere doing ghostly things.
Oh, how lovely.
When I say they've gone on a trip, they've just gone down to the end of the garden. But so thereabout you might see them, but anyway, I better have a word with Yeti Uncle John.
Yeah, if you would. Oh, August, that's great. What a nice painting.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes. Well, he is a very good model. He sits very still.
He does, Scraffy. Yeah, he's doing a nice job. You okay, Scraffy?
I'm okay and very happy.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Darling, wake up.
Oh, sorry. Bettina, what are you doing here? I'm sorry, I can't come in for cake.
Oh, darling, I don't have any cake. I didn't know you were coming. I wasn't inviting you in for cake. I just wanted to know what was going on. Why are you being like you're being?
Oh, no. Has Paul asked you to speak to me?
Well, no, I don't like bad feeling amongst friends. What on earth have you got against darling Scrappy?
Oh, that bear. I'm just sick of it. I'm Scraffy. Oh, it's just so... Oh, I love you. Oh, it's just so sickly.
Oh, darling, it's just a present. I mean, I'm sure he'll get bored of it eventually. I mean, look what he was like when he first got Cuthbert. Cuthbert was in every episode, and now you only ever hear from him now and again.
Yeah, but this is different. Scraffy's not like Cuthbert. Cuthbert is like a functional, computery, roboty thing, and this is a cutesy thing. Paul is a sucker for cutesy things. Yeah.
So, darling, does it come down to the fact that you're jealous?
I wouldn't say I was jealous. It's just I just find it a bit spooky and scary, and yeah.
Did it say anything to you?
Well, it was a little bit rude to me, but then I've been a little bit rude to it. So.
Oh, darling, just don't make things worse. Just don't make things worse. I'm sure it'll be a flash in the pan, and then we'll never hear about him again.
Well, I suppose so. I suppose I'm a little bit jealous. I'm just worried that it'll become Shyety and Scraffy show or something.
Oh, darling, don't be silly. Of course it won't. Oh, dear. Yeti, Uncle John, you are silly.
I know, I'm a bit silly.
Are you sure you won't come in for a bit of cake?
I thought you said you didn't have any cake.
I'm sure I can find something. Come on, come in. I've definitely got gin and tonic.
Oh, well, gin and tonic's all very well. It doesn't do much for me, though.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that. I've got fizzy water.
I really shouldn't. I'm driving, you know.
Oh, darling, I'm sure one sparkling water won't send you off the deep end.
I suppose you're right. Okay, I'll come in. listeners, we're back at the house. I think whatever Bettina said to Getty Uncle John, it seems to have made a difference. He seems to have thawed out slightly as far as being so cold towards Scraffy. But anyway, I'm just going to get Scraffy's bed made, and Cromitty's down in the lab. So Yeti Uncle John is supposed to be babysitting Scraffy at the moment. But is that all right, Yeti Uncle John, whilst I get the bed made up? Yes, of course. I love hanging out with my new friend Scraffy. Don't I, Scraffy?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are friends?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. We are friends, yes?
If you say so.
Of course we are. He doesn't sound too sure, Paul. Oh, no. He's just teasing you. I'll go make this bed up. Yes, of course. Lovely, Scrappy. Dear, oh dear. He's got. Listeners, I'm just going to record something. The only way that he's going to see that there's another side to Scraffy is if I get it recorded. So I'm just going to record my phone. I'm just going to leave it here by the sink. And Scraffy, I've just got to do some washing up. Are you going to come with me and sit on the counter?
Sure, I can do it.
You can dry the plates. Don't drop them. I guess you shouldn't go too close to the water. But yeah. So, Scrappy, it's nice being here with me, isn't it?
Yeti Uncle John, your face looks like butter. Lick my cat when you're lying, and you act like you like me, but you don't.
Oh, I love you, Scrappy. Oh, I do. I was just doing some washing up. Yes. Please, we mustn't fight, Scrappy. I mean, I love you and you love me.
I don't want to fight with you. I'm here to protect Child Yeti.
Well, I've told you about that. That's not simple. I mean, why did you show me those guns in your ears when you didn't show anybody else? I mean, I was going to say that you can't protect him, but you can protect him. But they don't know that you've got guns in your ears. What would you say? Show me your guns again.
I didn't want to show them to you. It was my critical round. It's supposed to be just a teaser.
Well, look, why don't you be honest about yourself? You're here for some strange reason. You want to take over the world or something. Come on, just tell me the truth.
I can ride. I'm here just to protect Child Yeti.
Look, I don't believe you. You're making it up. There's some sinister reason you're here. So somebody sent you here to cause trouble. Whoever it is, admit it. Admit it now.
I'm here to avoid the trouble and to save Child Yeti.
You're lying. You're lying. You mustn't. It's because you know I'm recording you. Damn it! I should have told you that. I'm trying to record you so that you admit. But you're a pest. You're a nuisance. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. He's fallen in the sink. Quick, get him out. Get him out. Scraffy, you all right? Scraffy?
Critical error. I love you. I hate you. I love you. I hate you. I love you.
Oh my goodness, what have I done?
Shut your teeth. Poop in face. I'm sorry. Sweetie come along. I hate you.
Yeti, Uncle John, what's going on? Oh dear, I've just knocked him in the sink. I had an argument with him. You had an argument with him again? I was trying to get him to confess. Oh look, I was recording. I tried to get him to... I told you about the guns and everything. I was trying to get him to admit to it. Oh, Yeti, Uncle John. Oh, my goodness. He's soaking wet. Oh dear. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? I'm going to get into so much trouble when Paul finds out. Oh, dear. Look, look, we're going to have to send him away somewhere to get him repaired. Can't you do it? I think it's beyond me. I mean, this is beyond me, really, it is. Oh, Cromitty, what's Paul going to say? It's fine. It's fine. Look, let me do the talking. Oh, Cromitty, please. Scraffy, speak to us. Oh dear. He's not saying anything. No, he's not. He won't do. Oh gosh. Oh dear. Oh, listeners, you'll never believe what happened. Scraffy's only ended up in the kitchen sink. When there was water in there. It's all my fault. It's all my fault, Paul. I distracted Yeti Uncle John for a moment. I needed him to reset something for me downstairs, and I just never thought that Scraffy would scramble up onto the worktop and try and get himself a glass of water. Yes, and I've been doing the washing up, you see. I mean, I didn't know. I mean, why would a robot be trying to drink water? I don't know. Maybe it needs water sometimes to keep it lubricated. Yes, well, that could be possible, possibly. I can't believe... Listeners, we've had to send him away to some sort of toy hospital or something to get him repaired. Are you sure you couldn't have done it, Cromitty? No, I'm afraid not. Far too complicated for me. But you rebuilt Cuthbert and everything, the whole lab. Yes, but this is a different area of science. Yes. He's gone now. Oh dear. Well, I'm sure he'll be back soon, Paul. Oh, I miss Scraffy. I miss him. Oh, where is he gone? Well, when am I going to see him again? Well, I'm sure Ozzy will get him to the toy hospital soon. I hope so. Oh, dear. Until then, listeners, well, I mean, life will have to go on, and my beloved Scraffy has been damaged. Some sort of freak accident. Only I hadn't taken my eyes away from him. Oh, Paul, you don't blame me, do you? You mustn't blame Yeti Uncle John. It wasn't his fault. Well, you should never have left him. I should never have asked him to leave him. Oh, I'm sorry, Paul. Yeah, well, that's all we've got time for. I'll say goodbye for now, listeners. We've got plenty of episodes of the can. Hopefully I'll have some news for you about Scraffy and, yes, this toy hospital. It'll be fine, yes. I'm very sad. All right, bye for now, listeners. Quality. You shouldn't have taken the blame for me. It was all my fault. I was good as pushed him in the sink. I should never have picked him up and put him on the side. I think I just wanted... I don't know. Yes, well, I think you knew what was going to happen when you picked him up. Or maybe. I mean, this is only, delaying the inevitable. He's going to come back. I'm trying to find this message. For you. So I tried to record him as much as possible. I was trying to catch him out. Yes. Here we are. Have a listen to this. Scraffy, will you answer my questions?
Yes, sure, yes, Uncle Tom.
Are you a good teddy bear?
I am the best teddy bear.
Yes, I think you are. If somebody attacked Paul, what would you do to them?
I would electrocute them.
Would they die?
No.
But if they were really violent, could you kill them?
I can't say right now. It depends on the situation.
Yeah. Well, you got to support your friends, haven't you?
Yes, I'm here to protect society that I love very much.
My goodness. I didn't know you got that on tape. That was when I was with him by myself. I was just playing about. It made me think I needed to get more proof. You see what I mean? He's not all he seems, that Scraffy. Well, I mean, perhaps, but I mean, it could just look like you were guiding him to that sort of answer. Yes, well, I'm just worried about what happens when he comes back. Well, it might take some time. What do you mean? He's gone to this toy hospital, hasn't he? Well, yes, but I was the one who parceled him up, and I gave the parcel to Ozzy, and yes. What's going on, Cromitty? Well, maybe I put the wrong address on address a long way away. I don't think you'll be seeing him anytime soon. Cromitty! What? I mean, what? Why? Because, well, let's just say none of us needs a distraction like Scraffy. Whether he's good, whether he's evil, whether he's somewhere in between, there are quite enough of us on this show. We don't need Scraffy here. We've already got too many characters. We don't need more characters. I mean, I feel bad for poor old Cuthbert. Poor old Cuthbert doesn't get enough screen time, and he'll have even less if Scraffy becomes a regular. Oh, well, why didn't you tell me? I didn't know. I hadn't been thinking until well, anyway, it's done. Well, Cromitty, you did a good thing. Thank you, yes. Oh, I can hear the theme music. Yes, well, we won't say anything about this to Paul. Perhaps he'll forget all about him. Perhaps.
I gotta go now! Bye!
I want to go with you!
Gotta go! Bye!
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Yes, goodbye.
Wow, really? No kidding.
Thank you, darling, and you too. Bye-bye.
This show is part of the Pride 48 network. Find more shows over at pride48.com.
What's going on now? Oh, it's the Shy Life Podcast. Let's go.
I have a voice.
I have a voice.
You have a voice.
You have a voice.
We have a voice.
We have a voice.
Unique voices in podcasting.
UnivazPods.net.
That was beautifully done.
Hey, Ozzy, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. Quack. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I presume you heard about Scraffy.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm very sorry. Quack, quack, quack. Yes, yes, yes.
You never got to meet him, did you?
I did not. No, quack, quack, quack. I'm very sorry about that.
Yeah. Look, I've got a little video here. You see?
Oh, he's very cute. Quack, quack, quack.
Let me play it for you. Hey, Scraffy. How are you?
I'm very happy because you are here, Yeti.
I love you being here. I have a little surprise for you, Scraffy. Do you like surprises?
I like surprises if they are not dangerous for you.
No. I was thinking that now you're on the Shy Life podcast, maybe you'd like to be like one of the main characters. You could be on every episode of the Shy Life podcast. Maybe you could have your own episodes. What do you think about that?
It would be marvelous. Then I could help and protect you even more. I love you, Shy Yeti.
I love you too, Scraffy.
Oh, that's so cute. Quack, quack, quack. Yes.
Oh, I just hope that he gets back from the toy hospital soon. You took the parcel there, I believe.
I did, yes. Quack, quack, quack. It was quite a long flight, but I'm sure they'll be in touch. Quack, quack, quack. Anyway, I better go because I've got something to do.
All right, Ozzy. Bye. Oh, he's so cute. I'm going to play it again. Listeners, he's so cute, isn't he? I bet you miss him. Let's play this little clip again. Scraffy, who's a good boy, Scraffy?
We are both good boys, Shy Yeti.
Oh, yes, we are. Both good boys. You're so cute, though. You're so cute, Scraffy.
You are cute, then.
Okay, yes, you're right. Ozzy, were you just talking to Paul there? Yes, were you just talking to Paul? You didn't say anything, did you?
No, it's fine. Quack, quack, quack. I just said that I took the parcel. Oh, dear. I saw that video. Quack, quack, quack. You're right. He's completely obsessed with that bear. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Yes, and you see what the problem could be. You know, that if Scraffy comes back too soon, then, you know, well, it's a problem for all of us. It's a problem for all of us. He'd have that bear as the main co-host.
No, I think you're right. I mean, he showed me a clip. Quack, quack, quack. Oh, it's quite alarming.
Yeah, you don't get much time on the show, and you need more plot lines. Yeah, yes, Ozzy, you need more plot lines.
Oh, yes, I know. I mean, now Hick's back. I mean, quack, quack, quack. I need to have plenty to do, or I'll be sent on my way.
Yes, well, it's important. It's important that Scraffy is not returned. Yes, we're going to make sure about it. You know, give it a few months and then, oh dear, it wasn't possible to repair him.
Oh dear, oh dear. I don't like lying to Paul, but sometimes you have to.
Yes, sometimes you have to. No, that's it for Scraffy. No more Scraffy on the Shy Life podcast. It's the only thing we can do to save our positions. Yes, I'm afraid so. It may seem extreme, but...
Oh, but it's the only thing you can do, quack, quack, quack. Yes, I understand.
Oh, Scraffy. I'm so glad you came into my life. You're the bestest bear I've ever had.
I'm very glad to hear that, Shy Yeti.
I couldn't live without you. I really couldn't. You just make me happy every day.
Oh,
Scraffy, I do hope you'll get well. I miss you already.
Okay, let's just shut this one out. Get her going. Bettina Dupre's pretty cool.
No, I think that was a wonderful episode. Did this damn thing just end on a cliffhanger? Was that a cliffhanger? That was a cliffhanger. Oh, all ended the show on a cliffhanger.
What happened?
700. This is just the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Et voilà.